Okay, so this is where we go into our uh-oh moment. So what are the predictions associated with global climate change? Sea ice. It's disappearing. Um, as of the summer of, I think it was 2012, sea ice in the Arctic was down 40%. The prediction is that the Arctic will lose its ice completely in 30 years. That's remarkable. That's a remarkable statement. Sea level will rise. Got a lot of ice that's becoming water, and that's part of it. That's only part of it. Have you ever, I don't know if you've ever had, we actually, at my house, we have this little glass tea or water heating thing for making tea, and it has a line on it that says, you fill water to this point, but it's got a whole lot of space above. And if you really pay attention, as the water warms, its volume becomes larger. And then eventually it's bubbling and, carrying on and boiling. But even before it boils, the water molecules move further and further apart. And this is really, with global warming, the prediction of sea level rise is really the expansion of the water due to more heat being present in it. Extreme weather. I don't know that I've explicitly explained why having all the tornadoes, why it was connected to it, but with increased temperature, you have more energy in the environment, and so the storms become more severe. And so that was what I was talking about when I moved to Tennessee and there were all the tornadoes. Ocean chemistry changes. We're talking about carbon dioxide increasing in the environment. Now, what carbon dioxide does is it will dissolve in seawater and it combines with water to form carbonic acid. So it will acidify the ocean, and that will have a major effect on corals and any mollusk, the shell forming types of organisms, because acid dissolves this calcium carbonate. So I just said negative effect on mollusk and corals, loss of biodiversity, loss of different species. Water availability. I was watching a TV show recently, Richard Bangs. I don't know if you ever watch him on PBS, but he's an interesting kind of a travel show guy, but he's a really ecologically minded guy. And he did this show on Switzerland. And he was talking about how the water for most of Europe comes from the glaciers in the mountains of Switzerland. Well, if they melt, where's the water going to come from? Who knows? So the question is, water resource availability. There will be places that have water now that won't have water in the future. That's a problem. And human health. Heat waves, tornadoes, these kinds of things. These kind of changes will have an effect on human health. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to stop right here for a minute.